Hey guys, David at Guitars in the Bank. I just purchased one of the coolest Fender Japan collections, so we're going to talk about this a little bit. We're going to demo some of these, and bonus is we also got some other really cool Fender Japans as well. We're also going to go over and do some more demoing. So let's start with this collection. It's a Fender Japan Traditional 60s, and with this, as you can tell, first of all, it just has a really nice pearl white finish with the gold hardware. Gives it like a really nice boutique look. They all have matching headstocks as well, which just gives it like a more premium feel. But with the 60s, they just tend to have a really nice 60s spec, as well as some more modern features. And what I really like about this series specifically is they kind of, they focus on the offsets. So like the Mustangs, the Jaguars, Jazzmasters. Of course, we have a P-bass here too. And sadly, we had a Stratocaster, but that one got adopted already. Otherwise, we would have included that. We're gonna do a little bit of playing. Alan's here with us today, so he's gonna go ahead and I'll probably have him pull the Jazzmaster to kind of show you guys what that sounds like. What do you think of the guitar, Alan?
Oh, I think it sounds beautiful. It's got a lot of sounds to it. They got that sound. Got that country's twang.
All right guys, so let's start on the end here. We're gonna look at a couple of FSRs. This one first is a Fender Hybrid 2 Telecaster. It's got the humbucker and the single coil pickup. And it's a Sahara taupe. It's a really nice finish. I've actually not seen this one as of yet. And it's also a Yamaha limited run, so I think this is one of 12 from Yamaha. If you're not familiar with Yamaha, they're actually based out of Tokyo, and they do some limited runs from time to time with Fender. So this one, again, just I think the finish is what really sets this one apart from the other ones in the lineup. All right, and the next one, another FSR. This is actually another traditional 60s Jazzmaster. And this is an ice metallic blue. So it's a really nice finish. It also has the nice binding on the neck and the matching headstock to boot. This is a Kinko's Music limited run. So this was actually, again, another one of 12. And this was to celebrate their 26th anniversary. And so this one's really special. Just a really unique color, and obviously on a Jazzmaster in and of itself is one of the coolest Fender guitars, I think. What's your thoughts on that one, Alan?
Oh, it sounds like a Tele. Beautiful for surf music, like Pipeline and stuff like that.
Next one, kind of keeping with the theme, this is another Fender Japan Traditional 60s. And this one actually is also it's a custom Telecaster. So this one specifically, I think we've had one like this before. It's the white with the black binding. This kind of finish with the binding I don't really see in the US. So this one seems to be unique to Japan as far as I know. But it's a really, really nice sounding Telecaster. It got the nice 60s specs. All right, for this one, we're gonna jump back in time to 1985. This is a Fender Japan Telecaster from the FujiGen era. This one actually has the serial number here on the bridge, and it starts with an A. Now, what makes these unique, especially why you hear a lot of people talk about the FujiGen era, the JV series era, is that this is back early on, because Fender Japan started back in 1982. And so at the time, they were actually rivaling a lot of the US builds. In fact, a lot of people preferred these over what was being made in the US at the time. So they're really highly regarded because they had really good quality control, really well-made guitars. And truthfully, just for me, I'm a sucker for a guitar that's been around for a little bit. This one's got a little bit of wear and tear. And I guess what I like about that is I don't have to feel like I've got to be real precious with it when I'm playing it. So Yeah, a really, really well-built Telecaster from the FujiGen era.
That's a classic telly sound. It's got that telly country twang to it. Beautiful.
All right, guys, next one. It's a 1984 Fender Stratocaster. This is the JV series. If you're not familiar, it's a Japanese vintage. The 70 right here means that it sold for 70,000 yen, not dollars, 70,000 yen brand new. And what's really cool about this model, they actually had this loaded with the US pickups. And so kind of like I said with the Telecaster, this is that same like early FujiGen. Actually the JV serial number is probably considered one of the best. And this series specifically is what people would look and say, if you compared this to the US Stratocasters of the time, these typically kick the pants off the US made stuff. Now I know some people may disagree and it's totally fine, but it's definitely our opinion here that the JV Strats are some of the best out there. Next one, keeping with the standard Fender Japan theme, is we've got the matching headstock. It's in a candy apple red, so it's just a really, really nice looking finish. I don't know if I listed this correctly now that I'm looking at it, but I'm almost positive those are Texas Special pickups. And it's just a really nice looking finish, it's a ST62, so it's gonna have that 62 type feel. And again, if you're looking for a really good mid-range, high mid-range Strat, this one is probably the ticket. Now this one is one of my personal favorites, being a bassist myself. It's a PJ pickup style, so you've got the precision pickups, you've got the jazz, but it's the jazz style body, so you've got the jazz tone knobs and volume. And it also does come with an upgraded bridge as well, which is really nice. Of course, you have the matching headstock, and I believe this is a bone nut here as well. And what I really like about this too is the finish. It's a trans blue, which I have not seen very often or as of yet in person. And it's just really nice. You can see the wood grain come through and finish, but it's tasteful. You still have a nice deep color for the blue as well. Last one for today. This one is an FSR bass. It's in the Daphne blue color, so it's that nice light blue with a maple neck board. What I like about the maple necks is usually it gives it a nice punchy sound, a nice punchy tone. And you know, some people might wonder which is better, a precision bass or a jazz bass. Of course, the last one we had both of them in there. So I've heard this before, and it's a really good analogy, is that the jazz bass pickups are gonna kind of be like an uppercut, and then the precision bass pickups are more of like a gut punch. And so I think it's nice having both of them, but this is gonna have that really distinct sort of jabby tone to it, gonna cut through the mix a little bit more, and again, just a really nice finish on a Fender Japan bass. All right, Alan, after trying all the different guitars and the bass, if you had to choose, if you could walk away with any guitar or bass today, which would it be from the ones you played?
Well, it'd be definitely the jazz bass, this one right here. I don't know, I play with maple necks. I don't know if it's because it's got a darker neck, emerald. What kind of wood would that be?
I think this one's a rosewood.
Is it?
I could be
It just
wrong.
it just has that sound. I mean, I've got a 1972 Fender Tele. Everybody wants that, but I think this guitar sounds better than that.
Well, there you go. This is better than a 1972.
Yeah.
Better than a 1972 U.S. Telecaster, Fender
Everybody
Japan.
wants my bass, including him.
Yeah, I will, Alan. I will trade you this for your 1972
I don't know if
Fender Telecaster
No,
bass.
because that belonged to my father-in-law, so that's the only way, you know. But that, in my opinion, this sounds a lot better.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed all these really cool, unique Fender Japans we had, all the demoing as well. Go ahead and comment below which one you liked and why. We'd love to hear from you and have a dialogue. So until next time. Oh, and like and subscribe.